So I'm Richard Minney. I'm here to talk to you about the challenges, solutions, and the benefits for estimating and pricing commercial proposals for engineering and construction projects. The big challenge engineering and construction companies face when they're estimating complex projects, large projects, is the complexity of the project and the fact that every project is unique. And especially if a company is, the construction company is putting together not just the building, but the installation or the equipment that's within that building, maybe transmission, maybe operational stuff, software that runs the building. They're not unique. So the project is somehow very specialized, and the tools that you need to estimate the different aspects of cost, whether it's the concrete, whether it's the foundation, whether it's the lumber, whether it's the electronic equipment, whether it's the piping, whether it's the valves, all of those different things have specialist means and methods for estimating. So that's one of the big challenges. Most what we call CPQ, configure price quotation tools, essentially think you have a product catalog and you're selling a series of products with a quantity and a unit of measure for each product. That's not true for construction. So when you're selling, back to concrete as an example, you're selling so many linear feet, so many cubic yards, so many square feet, so much rebar, the percentage of rebar, the type of rebar. The second challenge, especially for a large project, is the number of different people involved in the estimating. So there's often multiple teams, different specializations, some nothing to do with buildings at all, some to do with the equipment within the building and the services to operate the building. And they're all estimating different aspects of the project, and they're all using different tools, and the data's not being shared. Or it's being shared but in a very informal way. And then somebody's pulling together a proposal much higher level with all that information. And then when they deliver the project, none of that information is being transferred to operations, so they're starting the project from scratch. So that's the main challenge with construction estimating. It's bringing together the team, bringing together all the tools and the data, and transferring it from the sales team over to what we call the delivery team or the operations team that are going to deliver the project so everyone can be held accountable. What Twenty5 does is it brings all of this together into one single database. We call it one version of the truth. So the idea is to bring together all the services and all the materials, but we'll bring it all into one central database. We'll import the data, we'll interface the data in, and you'll have a single place where everyone can access the same information. So that's your bill of quantities, your bill of services, everything that you're doing associated with a construction project. The second thing it brings to the table, particularly when it comes to material, labor's a little easier. Some of the material you might price based on a catalog. You might, for example, interface with RS Means or Granger catalog to work out how much things cost. Some of them may be based on history, on performance history. When did I buy this material last? When did I buy a similar material last? That's being pulled out of your ERP system or your financial system or your procurement system. And that's being used to feed directly in to come up with a more accurate cost estimate for the material. The number one benefit of doing this in Twenty5 is a single version of the truth. So we have everything in one database. We have the whole project in one central location, broken down with all the labor and all the materials, all the bills of materials, the bills of quantity that have come in from drawings and other sources, all in one central database. And that information is not only available to sales to produce the quotation and send it out to the client, have the client approve it, negotiate and change it, but also it's passed off to operations and delivery, who are going to deliver that project and have the budget that they need to work to.